everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I was off today, so that makes it a better day. So no matter what. But I'll show you what I made here. This is just a soy noodle, a Japanese soy noodle from a package, and it has a little bit of vegetables in it. But I added all the peppers and the onions to it. I don't know if you can see it's steaming hot. It's almost too hot to hold, but it comes with like carrots, corn, cabbage, the soy noodle, and then I sauteed some peppers and onions and added it to there. Hope that looks good for you guys. And then this is just a croissant. I bought an 8-pack of croissants, and I kept the 2 croissants together. I broke it into 4 pieces, 2 croissants together, and I stuffed it with turkey, pepperoni, and cheese. I know they don't really go together, those noodles and this, but I was in the mood for that. And here's where the croissant splits. Let me take it off the paper here. There's where the croissant splits in the middle. But doesn't that look so good? So let's try the noodles here. Look at it. Can you see the steam coming off? Gonna probably burn my mouth. I was at the store and I seen chopsticks there, and I thought, should I try? I've never used chopsticks before in my life. So I was thinking, should I try? Should I not try? And I thought, nah, I'm just going to embarrass myself because I've never used them before and I don't know what I'm doing with them. I'll probably never get nothing in my mouth. I left the peppers and onions a little bit of crispy, so hopefully they have a little bit of crunch to them. It's real. I love cooked peppers and onions. I really do. So delicious. Maybe one day I'll try it with chopsticks. Because I was looking for sushi, because somebody requested sushi. I don't really like sushi, but I was trying to see if there's something there. And I see they have a vegetable one, but I don't really like avocado. And I tried to talk to the guy if he can make it without avocado, and he couldn't understand what I was saying. So I'm gonna try again. But we had kind of a communication problem. So I gotta for sure open this for you guys on camera. Look at there. And it's steaming hot too. It's just a pepperoni roll. When I was a little girl, I used to love pepperoni rolls. So, and it's just layered in there because I laid it across the cheese and the pepperoni and just rolled it up into a roll. So good. And the croissants actually kind of, I guess they're always a little bit buttery. So it has that little bit of buttery taste to it too. It's just really, really good. Oops. I do want to give a couple hellos. One's to Jenny B in Texas, and one's to Carrie Jones. And I just want to say hi to you guys. How are you doing? And hello to everybody else. But they asked me to give them a little bit of a shout out. So I do try to get to them, but as I tell people, I try to stay a couple videos ahead because I was working so much. So it does take a few videos. Oh, there you go. I dropped something. I said that in another video, and somebody commented it wouldn't be a video without me dropping something. So there you go, I dropped something. Yeah. I do have my son's report card. I'm so proud of him. He got all A's. I folded back the name of the school and his name. But he got all A's, C-A-A-A-A. So he did really good. I hope he keeps it up. I told him he has to keep A's and B's because for the insurance, car insurance, you have to have A's and B's to get it a little bit cheaper. And it's already outrageous price. Which I don't think is fair. It's great to encourage kids to get A's and B's, but the insurance company's like, well, if they don't, the price will be higher. And I'm thinking that's really not fair because some kids, even mine's one of them, have trouble with certain subjects. He might get a C, even a D sometimes. So it's going to be hard for him to keep it up. Math is his worst subject. Actually, it's algebra and geometry. I don't know which one he's having here. Or trig. I don't have no idea which one he's having this year. It's not on this one. But he'll have it for half a year. And that's one of his biggest downfalls. He can make A's and everything else, but not in math. And I can't be mad at him. I mean, he really does try. He just has a hard time understanding. And so do I. I used to be straight A's in math. But I've been out of school for so long, I can't do it anymore. I don't know why. I really don't. Look at there, the layers. Every year I work with him and he makes it through. But sometimes it's just barely. And some of it's laziness with him too, I think. He's 16 now, and last year, you know, girls are important, friends and everything else. Schoolwork doesn't take precedent. I was just curious about something. I want to see if you guys are interested in this. I see that I have people that sub to me that from all over the world. And I thank you, everybody here in the U.S., all over the world. I just appreciate you all. And I was just wondering if you would be interested in showing where you're from. And what I mean by that is like sending me a postcard from where you are, whether it be in the United States or anywhere in Europe, Australia, any of those, China, wherever. And I could show your postcard on here where you're from. And then people that watch could see different areas of the world that you might not get to see. I just thought that was a pretty neat idea, but I don't know if anybody's really interested in it. I won't do it unless I get enough people because I'd have to actually open a P.O. box so you guys could send it. But if I get enough people that show interest that would like to see postcards from another area that they've never been to or never seen before, I thought I could either make a video just on that, or if I only get a few at a time, I could do it during a video like this. And I just thought that'd be a nice way to share the different parts of the world with everybody. And for like, when you send it, you wouldn't have to send your personal information because I'd like to show the card on camera. You would just have to send whatever name you want me to use, you know, when it says to you'd put my P.O. box, and then from you could put like from Superfly or from Christine or whatever your YouTube name, or you know, whatever name you want me to say. Nothing bad. But that way none of your personal information gets out. You don't have to do a return address. It'd just be to show where you're from. So let me know. Let me know in the comments. I mean, if nobody's interested in it, that's okay. That's not a problem whatsoever. I was just thinking about that the other day. I see all these comments and they say hello from here and there and everywhere. And I think to myself, oh, I bet you it's beautiful there, you know, and whatever else. So, and I'll even get a postcard from here to show you guys if we start doing that, so you guys can see different areas around here, like the Space Center or whatever else. So it's just a thought. So if I get enough people that are interested, I'll do a P.O. box, and if I don't, then we'll just skip it and we'll think of something else to do, okay? But this is really good. These noodles I just get in a box. Cook it. I could eat peppers and onions on anything. I really can. I know a lot of people say the sound isn't that loud. I am trying to talk louder. My normal voice is fairly low, so I am trying to talk louder. And I think in the future I'm going to end up probably getting a mic or something. And who knows, maybe even a camera. Right now I'm using my iPhone. I have an iPhone 6. My husband wants to get the 7. Only because we'd actually get it for free. If we wouldn't get it for free, I wouldn't do it. So we're going to look into that. They say if we stay with them for like 18 months, it's our usual company, I'm with Sprint, and they say if we stay with them for 18 months, we'd get the phone for free. They would credit back. It's a lease, but they would credit back. Obviously, you'd have to give it back if you canceled your phone service, but I've been with them for years and years. In the beginning, they weren't as good as they are now, but they've really gotten a lot better, especially, at least in my area. Just, I mean, we do Wi-Fi through the house, but like if I would go out past the Wi-Fi area, it'd go right to 4G, so. I was going to tell you guys a little story about my son. My youngest son. It's just a cute little story, but when my son was young, probably about 2. Well, I mean, the whole time. My husband does not have a filter. He cusses. I'm not saying I don't. I do once in a while too. But I'm not big on cussing, but he cusses. Nothing really bad, but you know. But if my son would toot, he'd always say to my son, "You take a shit?" And I told my husband, quit saying that to him, because he's going to start repeating what you're saying. But every time he'd always go, "You take a shit?" Real loud. Sorry if I don't offend anybody by saying that. But I kept telling him, quit saying that. Because he was always repeating what his dad said. You know how kids are. Repeat what their parents say. So we're out shopping. We're walking around, looking around. We had just had lunch and we're walking through the mall. And whatever, sorry, whatever my husband ate gave him gas. So we're walking through the store and my husband farts. He's probably gonna be mad I told the story, but I thought it was so funny. But he farts in the store, and my son, 2 years old, at the top of his lungs, I kid you not, at the top of his lungs, he screams, "Did you take a shit?" Oh my gosh, we had to leave the store. We were laughing so hard because everybody was looking. And we had to leave the store because my son screamed this in front of everybody. It was so embarrassing, but you couldn't help but laugh because my husband got what he deserved. He would say it to him, so he repeated it back. You know, in all honesty, I think my husband quit saying it after that. I don't remember. But I'm almost thinking he didn't say that anymore. It was embarrassing, but it was too funny. You can't not laugh about it. I'm sorry. You can't punish anybody for repeating what you say, you know. I wouldn't punish them anyways. What do you mean by that? But you can't get mad at somebody for saying something you repeat. But sorry, it's diet soda. But yeah, it was so funny. He was definitely a daddy's boy. I have the TV on behind here. I used to always complain when I was cooking, man, my favorite show's on. I can't watch my favorite shows. My husband, one year, this was years ago, the TV's been in there for a long time. He bought a little TV to put up there in the corner so I could watch TV. My favorite show's on. Right now, Married with Children is on. I know it's old. It's a rerun. But I find it so darn funny. I love it. That's probably the best marriage right there. Pick on each other. Have fun with each other, but you're always there for each other. But I'm always watching the reruns. Oh. Carrots and corn and these are good. I actually never made it with croissants before. I've done it with biscuits or with rolls, making rolls and mix it in there, but never did with the croissant. It's really good. I've made a big mess. But I'm not trying to always tell sad stories, but I do have some stories that I want to talk about because you guys say that you want to know everything. So in some of my videos, they might not be happy ones, you know. You already saw the one about my son that almost died from being ran over by a truck. I have some that I want to talk about what happened to my younger son and another story that happened to my older son. I'm sorry, they were really hard, all of them. With the truck, it was hard too. But he, you know, he's doing better now. So, but the other two, I don't know. It seemed they were really hard. So, I'm gonna include them because one has to do with bullying. Sorry. And I just want to share that with you guys. And you know, you don't sometimes know that it's going on. Kids will hide things from you, so that's why I'm always open and honest with my children. I'm sure most of you are, but I still want to share the story with you. And with my younger son, it was a problem with something I told you. It was a slip capital femoral emphasis, and it was just really hard because I had no idea what that was, and I didn't know there was such a thing. And he went through so much pain and suffering due to being misdiagnosed for weeks. And it didn't have to happen that way. And if I share the story with you, maybe you'll know what to watch out for your child, because it affects boys and girls. And so I'm going to have that in a video too. I think my son being ran over, you know, was very hard. But these other stories lasted for a long time, so they both suffered. You know, I mean, my older son, he did suffer from the accident, but I knew after everything got better, he was okay. But I do think these other two things were very emotionally damaging. I know, especially for my older son. But I do want to share with you guys, and I'm sorry that I cried. I love my children. So I hope I didn't just embarrass myself. You guys probably think I'm the biggest baby, but they're really hard for me to talk about. But I want to share them with you guys, and I hope that you want to hear them. So let me know about the postcards, please. And if for some reason any of those two stories will bother somebody, let me know too, because I don't want to upset anybody, but it's something I just want to share. It's real, and it happens, and I just want to share it with you guys. But so leave me a comment in the comment box, and I'll show you what's left of this. I'm so full. It's got still kind of vegetables and stuff like that, but I'm sorry I cried again. Yes, I'm a very emotional person. But both my boys are fine. My younger son happened more recently in the last year, so it is a little hard to talk about. And my older son, it's been years ago, but it still affects me very badly. And you'll find out why when I tell the story. But I just don't want anybody to be upset if I tell the story, because they're not the nicest stories. But I figure you guys are just like friends to me, so I figure we'll share them. But I can see that I'm rambling on, and the time is going by, and you guys are probably going to be getting bored. So I'm going to let you go. I hope everybody has a wonderful day or wonderful evening, depending on where you are. And I will talk to everybody later. And thank you so much to all my subscribers. You guys are the best, okay? Bye-bye.